Good afternoon, guys, and this is yet another math problem that I wanted to discuss with you. I know that drug factor is old, elusive, and difficult for some of us to understand at first. So let's go ahead and take a look at one basic problem with drug factor. Okay, they're telling you you have a patient that is ordered to receive 1,000 mLs of D5W over 12 hours. You're to control that manually, and your drug factor is 10 drops per ml. And they're asking you for a flow rate, but the flow rate, this one time, they want it in drops per minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin by taking stuff out that we don't need. Let's go ahead and make this a little bigger so you guys can see it better. Okay, the first step is to take some stuff out that we do not need, right? I don't necessarily have any care for the D5.5 or D5W. For all that matters, it could be coffee, beer, whiskey, whatever it is that you want to infuse. The fact is that you still need to give 1,000 mLs, right? Whatever it is that you're going to give is not important in this case. Okay. However, what is important is that you got to give it over 12 hours. Then again, that 1,000 ml needs to be split in 12 equal different parts. Okay. And the control manually, well, it doesn't matter if you control it manually or put it through a pump or whatever the case might be, you still have to work the problem. So these is also non-important here in this particular problem, right? Now they're telling you the drop factor is 10 drops per minute. That means, I'm sorry, 10 drops per ml. That means that every time you see 10 drops out of the dropper, we got 1 ml, right? With that being said, we also need to understand that we have hours, but here they're asking you for minutes. Therefore, these two guys are speaking different languages, and we need to get them to understand each other. But we know, however, that 1 hour is 60 minutes. And if we have 12 hours, well, this is a simple conversion, right? 12 hours times 60 minutes, and it'll give you 720 minutes. Okay, so we know now that 1,000 mLs are going over 720 minutes. It's the same thing as 12 hours. However, we got mLs and they're asking me for drops. We have to convert that. And the only one in here that speaks both languages, mLs and drops, is the drop factor. So this guy here is the one that's going to do the translation for you, okay? All right, let's take a look. If I know that 10 drops are equal to 1 ml, and I know that because they're telling me, right? 10 drops equal per ml equals 1 ml. And if I have 1,000 mLs, and it's right here, they're telling me I got 1,000 mLs, then how many drops would that be? And let's go ahead and make that determination once again. I know you guys know this, but just to review it, always drops over drops, mLs over mLs, right? Same over same. Now, with that being said, this is solved in this manner. You multiply diagonally over the empty leg, and this is empty because we don't know the value. We multiply, and then we come here and we divide over. In other words, 1,000 mLs multiplied by 10 drops divided by 1 ml. When you do your math, that is going to be equal to 10,000 drops. In other words, if this here is 10,000 drops, because this is what we were looking for, and this here is 1,000 ml, then we can say that 10,000 drops is the same thing as saying 1,000 ml. See it? So now we have that 10,000 drops are going into 720 minutes. It's the same thing as saying that 1,000 ml are going over 12 hours. Okay, 10,000 drops is the same, it's going over in 720 minutes. Okay, 10,000 drops in 720 minutes. And now we finally have drops and we have minutes. That is what they're asking me, drops and minutes. However, they're asking me for just 1 minute. And what I have is 720 of them. So we gotta, we gotta work that out. Okay, let's see. If I know that I have 1 minute to find out, then how many drops? In other words, if 10,000 drops go in 720 minutes, in 1 minute, how many drops? And the way we solve this is just as usual. We always multiply over the empty leg. So that would be 1 times 10,000 divided by 720. 1 times 10,000 divided by 720. Okay, and let me do the math because I can't do that math right off the bat. That will be 13.8 drops. Now here's the problem though. When it comes to drops, it ought to be always a whole number, because you cannot get a drop of water and split it in half, or liquid, any type of liquid. You cannot split that in half. You cannot say, well, let me cut it 13.8, right? Even if you were able to cut it with scissors, you would still get 2 drops, not one bigger than the other. With that being said, let's go ahead and approximate. If 13.8, we're going to round it up, this is greater than 5. Therefore, that brings it over to the next number, and the answer here will be 14 drops per minute. Okay, and that's how we work out this problem. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and go onto the site and shoot me a text or give me a like, let me know, or dislike if that's the case, and let me know why you disliked it, and maybe I can fix it for the next round. All right, thank you very much, guys, and I see you with some cardiac problems coming up.